guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Makeupsusanm, and if you're new here, welcome. Make sure to subscribe to my channel, give this video a thumbs up, turn on your post notification because you do not want to miss what your girl got coming next, and also share this video because what sharing is caring. And also leave a comment. I would love to hear from you guys. What do you guys want to see more on this channel? But anyway, today we are going to be doing a gold with a little bit of smoke on the outer edge of the eyes with some glitter. So yeah, we're gonna dive right into this look, so stay tuned and keep on watching. So we're gonna start off with skin first, and my skin is already moisturized, so now I'm going to go in with my Ola Henderson Banana Brightening Primer. I love this primer. I have not put it on since I got it. I used to be using the Milk Hydro Grip Primer. I love that one as well too, but this one just have my skin a little more hydrated. So I'm gonna go in with this one, and I'm just gonna press it into my skin. Don't forget your neck. So I'm just pressing it into my skin, making sure I'm nice and even and hydrated. So I'm going to mist my face, and for mist I'm going to be using the Grip Set Refreshing Spray. So I'm going to use this. I'm going to shake it up first, and then I'm going to spritz it. So spritz it all over my face just like that. So just like that, and I'm going to pat it into my skin. Oh, so refreshing. So for foundation today, I'm going to go in with the Cover FX, and this is their Power Play foundation, and I'm in the shade G100. So I'm going to be using my Real Technique 202 brush. This is the bigger one to the 405. So you see, this is the 405, this is the 202. So it's just a little bigger, but it's the same brush. So I'm going to go in with this one for my base, and I'm going to be using my Cover FX foundation. So I'm going to give that a good shake because I haven't used this foundation in a while, and you know when foundations be sitting, it tends to separate. So give it a good shake. So yeah, I'm going to use that foundation today on my skin. Hopefully it matches. We'll see. So looking a little dark. I'm saying it looking a little dark, but I'm still going in, right? So yeah, so now I'm just going to blend that foundation out. I mean, I don't mind my foundation being slightly darker than my skin, because you can always go in with concealer and even everything out. So I don't mind it. That's what it's looking like. All nice and blended out. For concealer, I'm going to go in with my Too Faced Born This Way concealer, and the shade I'm using is Butterscotch. Now I'm going to go in with my Dose of Color Meet Your Hue concealer, and the shade I'm using is Deep. And with this concealer, I'm going to use this to bring some depth back into this face, some life, some warmth into this face. So normally I would put the that darker concealer to bronze up my skin down here, but I'm going up a little higher because I'm trying to get that lifted look. So I'm not going in the hollows of my cheek. I'm going on top of my cheekbones. No, I'm not doing my forehead. Whatever, remain back on the brush. I'm going to use it to go in to on my forehead. And then out that concealer. Pour it out. So now I'm going to go in with another Real Technique brush, and the brush I'm using is the 402, and I'm going to use that to start blending out my concealer. Alright, so now I'm going to blend out the concealer on my forehead. So I'm going to go back into that same brush that I used to blend my bronzer with and start blending. And to set my under eye, I'm going to be using the Sacha Buttercup setting powder to set my under eye. Now I'm going to go in with the Sacha Buttercup and begin to set my under eye. Alright, now that we look casket ready, I'm just playing. So I'm putting powder on my brows because when I go in with my product, I don't want it to be slipping and sliding all over the place. Okay. So for bronzer, I'm going to go in with my Fenty Beauty bronzer, and the shade that I'm using is Coco Nutty. Coco Nutty Fenty Beauty bronzer. Just like that. Tap off the excess. And I don't go in and swipe. I tap. So I tap it on my skin like that. And the brush I'm using is the JH11 brush. This is in the collab with Jacqueline and Morphe. Get that forehead. Now I'm going to go do my eyebrows, and for my brows I'm going to be using my Anastasia Beverly Hills Dipbrow pomade, and this is in the shade Ebony. So I'm just going to scoop up a little bit with the brush and place it in the cork in the lid. So just like that, I place it in the lid and I'm just getting the excess off. I'm starting right here. Just like this. And draw the line. And then we're gonna do the same thing for the top. Alright, brows are done, so let's clean up these bad boys. I'm going to go back in with that same concealer that I used to conceal underneath my eyes to clean up my brows. So I'm using the Too Faced Born This Way concealer, and the shade I'm using is Butterscotch. For the brush, I'm going to be using, this is the Colored Rain. Let me clean it off so I can see the name. This is the Colored Rain shadow brush, and it's like a flat, you see how flat it is? Yep, that's how we want it to be. Best for cutting the crease. So I'm going to use this to clean up my brows. Okay, just like that. I'm not gonna go all the way in with the concealer because I don't want to have my brows to be looking boxy. So I'm gonna stop right there, let that concealer sit a little bit, dry down, and then I'm gonna just tap the edges out with that same concealer brush. I'm gonna just tap this part out. Alright, just like that. So now I'm going to go on with the P. Louise base, and I'm going to be using the Rumor 2 base, and I'm going to place that over my eyelids, not over my eyelids, on my eyelids. So this is the primer for our shadow. Okay, just like that. That base is nice and all tapped out. So now I'm going to go into my crayon case, and I'm using the matte book to do this makeup look today. And I think I'm gonna start off with this shade right here, this brown. It has no names, so, and I'm just starting to patting that in on my outer V. So because I want a smoother transition, I'm going to set my brow on. So for that, I'm going to go back into the same Sacha Buttercup powder, and I'm going to set it. So I'm just picking up a little bit of powder on the sponge, and I'm going to set. Go back in with that brush and begin to blend. Okay, I think we are all nice and blended. Just like that. So now I'm going to pick up a little bit of black. And for that, I'm going to use the Morphe M200 brush. And I'm going to pick up a little bit of black. Now I'm gonna go back into that brush and pick up a little bit of that brownish shade that we used earlier on and start blending the edges out. Alright, so now I'm gonna go back into that brush and I'm just gonna tap out the creasing in my eyes. So I'm going back in with that brown shade and I'm just tapping the edges of the black. Just like that. So I'm going to go in with the ColourPop and Shayla, and this is the Precaution palette, and I'm going to take up this gold shade here. It is called TF, and I'm going to pick up that with my ring finger and start tapping it on my lid. That is so pretty. Smaller blending brush to get the crease of my eyes. Such a pretty color. Now I'm gonna go back into the crayon case notebook, MacBook, and I'm just going to blend this some more. Going to go into this gold Gel Rouge glitter, and I'm going to get, before I do that, let me get my glitter glue. Alright, so for glitter glue I'm going to be using the Too Faced glitter glue. I'm just going to squeeze some in the back of my hand like that. I got concealer, primer, everything behind my hand. Okay, so now I'm going to take that glitter glue with my ring finger and I'm just going to tap it on my eyelid. And I'm just going to start tapping it on my lid. Like that. So now I'm going to use some of the Gel Rouge pigment in white diamond, and I'm just going to tap it on top of the glitter to give it a little more pop. Just like it. Alright, so now I'm going to go back into that brown shade and nope, not that color, wrong one. So we're gonna go back into that brown shade because we did lose some of it, just like that. So I'm just tapping it on top of the glitter. You don't want to see where the glitter starts and where it stops. You want to have a nice transition. So that's what I'm trying to do. Alright. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to draw a thin line to hide my lash band. So for that I'm going to be using the, the Anastasia liquid eyeliner. Is a black liquid eyeliner. That, and try to get as close as to my lash line as possible. Trouble, I'm all up in there. Yes, I lined my lash line. So now I'm going to go into the Too Faced, what is this? The Better Than Sex mascara. And I'm just gonna coat my lashes, my non-existent lashes. And as you can see, mascara didn't even do nothing but that. My non-existent lashes. Alright, so now I'm going to get some lashes. So what lashes are we going to use today? Well, I'm going to be soft and natural. Oh yeah, let's do these. So for lashes, I'm going to go with the Everyday Girl Cosmetics, and the style is Andrea. So for my lash glue, I'm going to be using my House of Lashes lash glue, and this is the black one. I have both. I go back and forth between the two of them. I have the white and the black. It's your preference. I love the both of them. So I use these to apply my lashes because baby, putting on lashes is a struggle. In my crease, I'm going to do on my lower lash line, but first I'm going to start off with the black, and then I'm going to use the brown. So now I'm dipping into the brown and the black shade, and I'm going to blend. Oh my god, it's the face we be making when we do our makeup. I just can't. So for blush, I'm going to go in with the Juvia's Place Volume 2 palette, and I'm going to use this shade right here. This shade right here. And for that, I'm going to be going in with a Real Technique 400 brush. That don't have a mirror. So for highlighter, I'm going to be going in with the Dose of Color highlighter in Chasing the Sun. This is in the collaboration that they had with Desi and Katie. I'm only putting highlight down the bridge of my nose. So now I'm going to go into line my lips, and to line my lips I'm going to be using the Chestnut Lip Pencil by MAC. And for lipstick, I'm going to go with the Dose of Color and Desi and Katie More Creamer, please. And for gloss, I'm going to be going into the KKW Juicy Gloss. Ooh, you heard that pop? Ooh. So this is the final look, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed today's look. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel, comment. I want to hear from you guys, and give this video a big thumbs up, and also share this video because sharing is caring. yeah, I know you love what you see, so why not come and leave a comment and share the video so other people can see this beat, honey. But yeah, anyway, I'm just playing. Thank you for watching today's video, and I'll definitely catch you guys in the next one. Bye, you guys.